Okay, so today we'll see what is the domain and range of trigonometric functions. Trigonometric functions. That means what you are writing here, what sine of some theta, right? So we have to find what is theta. We have to find what is theta. Right? We have to find what is theta. Right? But that means what for what value of theta your sine will be exist. Right? So that will be what then. So that values of theta are nothing but your domain of the sine theta. Right? And range of the sine theta means what, where this value sine theta lies. Value of the sine theta lies. Right? That means minimum value and maximum value. So that means sine theta lies between some number. You have to find that one. That will be your range. Right? So we will find the domain and range of the all trigonometric ratios. Right? So domain and range of sine function. Okay. So now see that. So you can find sine of any angle. You can find sine of any angle, right? So domain of sine is whole R. Because what, there is no denominator, right? So you say that. So what here? So sine and cos you can find anywhere now. This is what the circle, right? For any rotation, right? Any amount of the rotation, you get this x and y. That means you get cos theta and sin theta, right? So that means what, you can find the value of sine of any real number, or you can find the cos of any real number. Now see that you are on the circle, right? So this is on the standard unit circle. This is what, minus 1, 1. This is 1. This is minus 1. This is 1. Right? Now you see that all the values of sine theta, right? So all the values of sine theta always lies between what, minus 1 and 1, right? Everywhere. So that means what, also minus 1 less than or equal to sine theta is less than or equal to 1. Also you can judge this is what, sine theta means what, opposite side upon hypotenuse, right? Now hypotenuse is the largest side of the triangle, and if denominator is largest, that number is less than 1. If your denominator is larger than the numerator, then its value is always less than 1, right? So that means what, here value of sine theta always lies between minus 1 and 1. So therefore range of sine function is closed interval minus 1, 1. Now see what is the closed interval. This is nothing but a closed. This is not a 2 point. This is nothing but what? See, there are 4 types of the sets. They are in the interval form. So suppose this is a real line. This is a real line. So your 0 is here. Suppose A point is here, B point is this, right? A and B are the real numbers, right? Now see, all these are nothing but what? Here what? These are the real numbers, right? Between any two real numbers, there are infinitely many real numbers, right? So how many real numbers are lies between 0 and 0.1? So this 0.01 is less than this, right? So this is the relation actually. But see, they are very close to each other. But there are infinitely many real numbers lies between 0.1 and 0.01. Infinitely many real numbers lies between any two real numbers, right? So you cannot count the number of elements in number of real numbers lies between 0.1 and 0.01. There are infinitely many real numbers lies between any two real numbers. These two are the real numbers. And how many real numbers are there? Infinitely many. You cannot count, right? So that means what, the set of all. See your, this point is, this is what your real number B. This is real number A. Now if you want to take all the real numbers lies between A and B. So how we write this? We write here A. We write here B. So that what? To write here what? A B. This is closed interval AB. So this is not a 2 point, right? This is nothing but a set. there are infinitely many numbers lie between this. This is nothing but set of all x belongs to R such that a less than equal to x less than equal to b. Right? This is a set, right? And it contains infinitely many points, many real numbers. So this is not a countable set. Now if you are write here what? Open interval AB. Right? This is the set of all x belongs to R such that a less than x less than b. That means you are not taking the boundary points. You are not taking open interval means you are not taking the boundary point. You have to take all real numbers lies between a and b. All real numbers lies between a and b excluding a and b. So a and b are not in the consideration. Here what? Including a and b. So this is called semi-open interval. Now open at b. That means you have to exclude b. So this is nothing but a set of all x belongs to R, right? All real numbers lie such that lies between a and b, but not taking b. It include a. It include a, but not included b. Right? Similarly, this is also a set. So this is a set. So open here what? So open to at a. These are four types of the interval. X belongs to R such that a strictly less than or here what? Equal to. Because you are considering b now. B is included. So b, this is less than or equal to b. Right? These are the four types of the set. That means this is minus 1. That means what? All the values of sin theta lies between minus 1. This is the range of the sin theta. Right? Now similarly, domain of the cosine function also, because what? Everywhere your x and y exist in the plane. That means your what? Cos function is also everywhere exist. Right? So domain of cosine function, domain of cosine is R. Also cos theta also minus 1 is. Therefore range of cosine function is closed interval. This is closed interval. This is read as closed interval. No need to write the spelling of the closed interval and so on. Right? Just like this is read as closed interval minus 1 1. Okay, so domain of the cosine function is R. R is nothing but what? This is the standard notation for the set of the real number. So that means what? You know that this is a line, right? So this is 0 here, 1 here, minus 1 here, minus 2 here. This is minus infinity. This is infinity, right? All numbers lie between minus infinity, infinity. Note that minus infinity and infinity are not the numbers. So this is called open interval. Minus infinity, infinity. This is nothing but a set of real number. It contains rational number, irrational number, natural numbers are also there, integers are also there, irrational numbers are also there. All types of the numbers are there, right? So now this is the important thing, domain and range of the this one, right? So that means what? Suppose you have cos theta, right? You are applying the cos. This is a function. You are applying on the theta. So that means your theta is in the domain of this one, right? Once you apply cos on the theta, we get the number. That number is in the range. Now your cos theta belongs to what? Minus 1 1. Cos theta. You are taking the cosine of that one, right? And then it will be what? Jump to the codomain. That is called codomain actually. It is in the range, that is, right? It is in the range. And your theta is what? Where is your theta? Theta is in the domain, right? So if you want to apply anything on any function on the element, that element should be in the domain, right? If this element is not in the domain, you cannot apply that function, right? So you are applying cosine function here. So theta should be in the domain of the cosine function. Okay. Now we will find the range and domain of the cosec function. Cosec function. Now cosec theta is what? Cosec theta is 1 upon sin theta, right? Now see that there is a denominator. There is a denominator. You have to take the care of the denominator. If denominator is 0, if your denominator is 0, then it is undefined, right? That means what we have to eliminate, you have to what, eliminate the zeros of the denominator, and you have to delete that denominator, zeros of the denominator from your the set of the real number now, right? And that will be your domain, right? So domain means what? Domain means what? At every point of this, your cosine cosec function should exist. Cosec of that one should exist. That will be the domain, right? Now, if you take C, if you consider domain as the R, now see phi. What is the cosec phi? Cosec phi is what? 1 upon sin phi. But sin phi is 0. So that means what? This does not exist, right? This does not exist. This does not exist. Does not exist. That means what? Your pi should not be in the domain. You should not be in the domain of this one. You have to exclude that. You have to exclude this, right? That means you have to puncture the set. You have to puncture this. You have to remove this pi from this set, right? So such points you have to remove from R now, right? And that will be your domain of this one. So which point? You know that sin n phi is always 0 for all n belongs to Z. For all n belongs to Z, right? So your sin n pi is always 0, and these are the zeros of the denominator now. These are, that means what, this n pi are zeros of the denominator. So n pi you have to remove from this set R, and whatever the set remains, that will be your domain, right? And other than this one, that means what, if you write this is what, n belongs to Z, n pi, n pi, where n belongs to Z, right? If you consider this set, and if you remove all these points from your the set of real number, right? This is the set, right? And see the rest of the point, your cosec point, that means your what, sin theta will not be 0. That means what, 1 upon non-zero number will be exist, right? And it will be your domain. It will be your domain, right? So domain of, since sin theta is equal to 0, implies that theta is equal to n pi for all n belongs to Z. For all n belongs to Z, sin theta is equal to 0, implies that means sin theta is 0, means your theta is n pi, right? And that will be your what? That is your denominator, right? So your denominator is 0 if theta is equal to n pi. And so what, you are excluding that point from the set of the real number, and whatever the rest of the set is nothing but domains, right? So domain of cosec function is d is equal to R minus n pi, n belongs to Z, right? So now see, this is cosec theta. Cosec theta is 1 upon sin theta, right? Cosec theta is 1 upon sin theta, and sin theta is lies between -1 and 1 now. Minus sin theta is lies between -1 and 1. Now if you take this, suppose this is what, 0.1, 1 upon 0.1, right? So what happened then? What is 0.1? This is nothing but 10. Your denominator is what? Your denominator is what? Lies between -1 and 1. So that means if you take the reciprocal of that one, if you take the reciprocal of the numbers lies between -1 and 1, it will what then? Right? It is greater than 1 and less than -1. It is greater than 1 and less than -1, because if this is minus, then this is what? -10, and -10 is less than -1. -10 is less than 9. That means if you are taking the reciprocals of the numbers lies between -1 and 1, that will be what? Your output will be what? Greater than 1. Greater than or equal to 1, because the reciprocal of 1 is 1. Greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to -1. Right? But that will, your range of the cosec theta will be what? Your range of the, so your sin theta is here now, -1 and 1. Right? Then the range of the cosec will be what then? you will be here or you will be here. That means what? You have to remove this from the set of the real number. You have to remove this -1 and open interval -1 you have to remove, right? And whatever this, that will be your range, right? So you don't know the maximum value of cosec theta. You don't know the minimum value of the cosec theta, right? Maximum, minimum does not exist here, right? So what will be then? Range will be what? The set of all real number minus open interval 1, open interval -1. If you are writing open interval, the first number should be less than the second number, right? You cannot write this is not, then this will be not a interval, then 1 - 1 will not be interval. This is the point in the plane now, right? So you cannot write this 1 - 1. This will be not a set, because what? If you want to write the open interval, the first number should be the less than the second one, right? So this will be your set. Or you may write like this, what? So minus x, right? Such that -1 less than x, less than equal to x, less than x, less than 1. Open interval. You may take 1, because what? Can it be 1? If you take pi by 2, right? Cosec pi by 2 is 1, because sin pi by 2 is 1, cosec pi by 2 is 1. So -1 and 1. So this strictly less than you have to take, right? So this is the what? Domain of the cosec function, right? Domain of the cosec function. Now we'll see the domain of the sec function now. Domain of and range of the sec function. Now what is sec theta? 1 upon cos theta. Now denominator is 0. Now find out the points. Find out the points where denominator is 0. That means find out the value of theta. Your denominator is 0. Right? So we know that if you are on y-axis, so then x coordinates are 0. Right? So find those angles, those quadrilateral angles whose terminals are lying on the y-axis. So the terminals are lying on, this is what? Pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, this what? Twice n plus 1 times r pi by 2. Right? So if you remove this point from the set of the real number, your what? The cos function will be exist. Your cos function will not be 0. That means your sec will not be, sec will be well defined. So that means what? You have to remove all these points. You have to remove all these points from the set of the real numbers, right? And whatever the set remains, that will be your domain of the sec theta. On that your sec will be well defined, right? So to find domain is what? You have to find the real numbers such way that your sec is well defined for that real numbers, right? You don't have to take all the real numbers, right? For if it is not defined, remove from that the set of the real number. The rest of will be your domain of this one, right? So cos theta is equal to 0 implies that theta is equal to twice n plus 1 pi by 2 for all n belong to z. For all n belongs to z, right? And for other than this, is for other value of this, the cos theta will not be 0, right? So therefore domain of sec function, this is second function, is r minus, we have to remove this twice n plus 1, or you may write here -1, doesn't matter, n belongs to z, right? And same thing here, what? The cos theta, you know that the cos theta always lies between -1 and 1 also, right? So that is what your range is, what then? And reciprocal is what? Greater than 1 and less than equal to -1 is what? So this is nothing but r minus -1, 1. Or you may write this is what? X, such that mod x belong to r, such that mod x is greater than, this is mod x, x belongs to, okay, so doesn't matter what, mod x such that is greater than 1, right? Okay, so if you write here what y is equal to cosec theta, then you have to write y now here, right? If you are writing y is equal to sec theta, then you have to write y belongs to r such that y mod of y greater than r equal to 1, r greater than equal to 1, right? So r, you can write this also like this, x belongs to r such that x is less than equal to -1 or x is greater than equal to 1, right? You may write like this also. The meaning of all are same, right? Only the way of writing is different. Only the way of writing is different. All are the same set now. So this is the way of writing the sets in various form. Okay. Now we'll see the domain and range of tan function now. Then we will find the domain of tangent function. Right? What is tan theta? Tan theta is what? Sin theta upon cos theta. Right? Now see the 0. See the denominator. If numerator upon denominator, so take the care of the denominator. That denominator should not be 0. Right? So find out that point where the denominator is 0. Remove that from the main set. So that will be your domain. Right? So that means what? Suppose we have this number, x square minus 1 suppose. Right? So where it will be 0? Only for x is equal to plus or minus it will be 0. Right? So remove this what? X minus, this is what? Minus 1, 1, r minus this. Right? That will work now. Because this is not 0 now. This is what? Your minus 1 is not in the domain. Right? So 1 is not in the domain. So this is not 0. So this is well defined. Right? So that means what? Remove the zeros of the denominator from r. That will be your domain. Right? And now your function will be, that will be your function now. Add this now. If you write here what? F of x is equal to 1 upon x square minus 1. Right now this is not a function. If your x belongs to r, if you are saying that x belongs to r, this is not a function. Because what? For minus 1 it is not defined. Right? That means what? F of 1 does not exist. F of minus 1 does not exist. Right? That means what? It is not a function then. It is not a function. You are writing this is f of x. This is just a relation. Right? It will not a function. If you remove this minus and 1, now your domain is this. See that? This f of 1 is 0. Right? But 1 is not in the domain. Right? Minus 1. Minus 1 is not in the domain. Now see the other values of x. Your denominator will not be 0. That means this will be well defined. Right? Now this is the function now. If you are writing this, if you consider this as the domain, then it will be the function. Right? Now where the cos theta is 0, so cos theta is equal to 0 implies that theta is equal to twice n plus 1 pi by 2. Right? N belongs to z. Right? So your domain of tan theta is what? Domain of tan theta. Domain of tan theta. Your domain of tan function. Domain of tan function is equal to set of r minus twice n plus 1 pi by 2 n belongs to z. N belongs to z. That means only integral multiple of pi by 2. This is nothing but r integral multiple of pi by 2. R integral. Integral means what? Minus 3, 3 plus 4, 5 minus 5, 1 minus 1. Right? They are the integral. Right? And multiple. R integral multiple of pi by 2. Right? Now, you have to find a range now. Range. Right? Now see, your sign is what? Sin function is minus 1 and 1, lies between minus 1 and 1. And your cos function is also lies between minus 1 and 1. Right? That means what? This may happen. This is what? 1 upon. Right? Your denominator, numerator is always there. Right? But it may be 0 now here because sin theta is 0. Right? That means what here? Your range will be what? Whole r now. Your range will be whole r. Right? So now see, if you put pi, So sin pi upon cos pi. Cos pi is -1. It will be 0 now also. Right? It is also 0. So that means what here? So range of this function will be what? Minus infinity, infinity. So this range is open interval minus infinity, infinity. Right? Any value it can take. Right? That means it may take what? 0 value, -1 value, 1 value, lies between -1, 1 value. Right? And also it takes the other value also. Okay. Now similarly cot function. So now cot theta is equal to what? Cos theta upon sin theta. Cot theta is nothing but what? Cos theta upon sin theta. Right? So now where it is undefined, right? At the theta where you for the theta where sin is 0. Right? So we will find the zeros of the sin theta now. We will find zeros of the sin theta. Sin theta is equal to 0. Implies that theta is equal to what? N pi for all n belongs to Z. Right? So therefore domain is equal to set of all the real numbers minus your n pi. N belongs to Z. You have to remove this point n pi, and range will be same now. Range is same as what? Whole R. Range is same as whole R. Right? So we'll recall once again. So domain, we'll recall this, right? Your function, we'll write a table now. Function, domain, and range. Right? We'll recall for this one. So your function is what? Y is equal to, suppose we write here, y is equal to sin x now. Right? Y is equal to sin x. That means what? The range will be what? The value of y now. Right? And domain will be what? The value of y. X should be in the domain and y is where in the range. Right? So y will be in the range, right? And x is in the domain. So now here what then? X belongs to, right? X, so directly write the domain. So domain of this sin theta is what? So this is whole R. Right? And here what? The range will be what? So value of sin is always lies between -1 and 1. That means what? X belongs, here what? X belongs to R. Which y not belongs to R? X belongs to R. Because what you are saying that this is a domain. Domain is what? Where your X lies. Your what? Range means what? Where your Y lies. That means cos x, sin x lies. Right? Then y is equal to cos x. Instead of theta we are writing x. Right? So now this range is what? Domain is called R, and your this is what? -1, 1. Right? Now then y is equal to tan x we will write here. Y is equal to tan x. So tan x means what? Denominator is cos. Right? Denominator cos, where cos is 0 at r times pi by 2. So we will remove this r times pi by 2 from the set of the real number. Right? So this is what? Twice n. You may write here -1, doesn't matter. Twice n plus 1 or twice n minus 1. Because what? If you add or subtract 1 from the even number, we get an odd number. Right? So this is pi by 2. N belongs to Z. And the range is what? The whole R. That is the standard notation to write the set of the real number. Then y is equal to cosec x. Cosec x means what? 1 upon sin x. Right? So denominator is your sin x. Where sin x is 0, you have to remove this point. So where the sin x is 0? At n pi. Right? You have to remove the n pi from the set of the real number. So n belongs to Z. Right? And what is this? This is the word R minus the open interval -1, 1. Right? Because what? value of cosec means 1 upon sine, right? Sine theta lies between -1. You have to take the reciprocal of that one. Your reciprocal will be what? Outside the -1 and 1. Then y is equal to sec x. So your again range is what? Your domain is what? Where sec x, your cos is 0. Right? Where cos is 0, you have to remove that point from the R. Your cos is 0 at what? R times pi by 2. Right? Cos is 0 is twice n plus 1. Here what? Twice n. The same thing as for tan. Domain. So that means what here? Domain of the tan x and sec x are same. And domain of the cosec and cot will be same now. Right? And what is the range will be like this. Range is same as range for cosec x and sec x are same. The range of sin x and cos x are same. Now then y is equal to cot x. Y is equal to cot x. Your range will be what? Cot x means what? Cos x upon sin x. Where sin x is equal to 0, you have to remove that one. Your n pi you have to remove now. N pi. N belongs to z. Z means the set of the integer. And the range of cot will be your R. Right? So remember this is the table. Now see what happened. So if you complete one rotation, suppose this is your theta now. Suppose this angle is theta. Right? And one complete rotation will be what? This will be your one complete rotation. Right? One complete rotation. Right? For this. Right? That means what here? You are here. Terminal R will be here. This is your theta. Right? And after one complete rotation, so you will be here now. Now you know that if the terminal R of the angles are same, then their trigonometric ratios are same. Right? That means what? Your sine theta, right, is same as what? Your sine of theta plus 2 pi. Because what? Theta and theta plus 2 pi are the coterminal angles. Right? This is your theta. Right? And theta plus 2 pi is what? Again you are here. Right? That means theta and theta. Theta and theta plus 2 pi are the coterminal angles. Right? Again if you add 2 pi here, then this is what? Sine of theta plus 4 pi. Sine of theta plus 4 pi. Again this theta and theta plus 4 pi are the coterminal angles. Their trigonometric ratios are same. Right? Then what is this 2 pi? So if you go on adding 2 pi, right, again the trigonometric ratio will be same. That means what here? Suppose this is the pendulum. This is pendulum. Right? So if you see that this is the time, right? After this time, this is what? L. Right? After this is the time. So this time is what? It goes here and goes here. Right? So see here, everywhere what? This time is same. Right? So that means that is called a period of this one. That is called period of the simple pendulum. Right? So same thing here. Your 2 pi is what here? The period of the sine theta. That means what here? Suppose this is f x. Right? This is same as f of x plus p. This is same as f of x plus 2p. This is same as f of x plus 3p. Right? Dot dot dot. Now you may write here what? F of x minus p. Doesn't matter here. Because if your rotation is like this, then this is what? X minus p. This is same as what? This is same as f of x minus 2p. Your value of p like this. Right? You may write here plus or minus, doesn't matter. Right? If that doesn't matter, then what? So like this. So f of what? X minus 3p is equal to, right? All values are equal. All values are equal for this p. Then p is called period of the function. Right? Okay. So if 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 so we'll take the heading of period of the function. We'll take the point period of the function period of the function. So we'll write the definition. A function is said to be periodic if there exists a real number p such that f of x is equal to f of x plus p is equal to f of x plus 2, p is equal to f of x plus 3, p dot dot dot. You may write in the minus also. If such p is exist, then that p is called, so p is called period of the function. Right? Now we'll see how to find the period of the function. Okay, so function, we write again here, function and period. Now you see that the trigonometric functions are also periodic function, because what you know that if angles are coterminal, then their trigonometric ratios are right same. That means what, all the 6 are periodic function. Only we should know we should find the period of that one, right? So okay, so we'll find the y is equal to sin x. What will be the period? See, after one, see here now. So if your angle is this is your what? This is your sin cos x, and this will be your sin x. Right? So when it will be, they are the same. Only after 2 pi they will be same. If you are here, then it will not same. Right? You are here, it will be not same. So that means what? The period of the function is what? 2 pi. Now y is equal to cos x. The same thing again, cos x here also. Same thing for cos x also. So what here? This is also 2 pi. What about the tan now? For tan x. Now see, suppose for simplest way we will consider this. So what? Suppose this is what? 1 0 minus 1, right? So this is what? 0 1, 0 minus 1. This is what? 1 0, and this is what? 0 1 now. Now for tan function is what? Sin upon cos. Sin function is what? Sin upon cos, right? Now see, tan pi, this is tan pi by 2. Tan pi by 2 is what? Tan pi by 2 is infinity, right? Tan pi by 2 is infinity. Tan 3 pi by 2 is also infinity, right? So this, see this, after this, that means this is a pi. This is what? After pi, it will be 3 pi, it is infinity. See tan 0. Tan 0 is what? Tan 0 is what? 0. Now see tan pi is 0. Tan pi is 0. That means what? After pi, it is same now. Again if you add pi, then what we get? Again 0. If you again add pi, it will be 0. Again if you add pi, it is 0. Right? That means what? After pi, it is same. Now what is? Suppose this is what? This is your point. Suppose this point is what? You know that this after 45. This point is what? For 45, this point is 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2. after 135 will be here now your, right? And point is what then? This is what point is what? Minus 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. Your point is, right? Now see your tan is what? Your tan is 1. Here also tan is 1 after pi, right? That means what? The period of tan x is what? Pi. The period of tan x will be pi. Pi, right? Then y is equal to reciprocal of sine, that is cosec x, right? Is same as the see cosec x is nothing but sine x. The period that will what reciprocal. It will be same. This is same as what? 2 pi. So y is equal to what then again? Sec x. The period will be same as 2 pi, and y is equal to cot x. The period will be same as pi, right? Okay.